Hey guys, Mecha Knight here, and I've kept you waiting 8 months for another Gloria Region video. Now, at first I just said these videos would slow down, and I never meant for them to slow down this much, but I've been busy with other parts of the channel, and whilst I do love them, I'll be honest, I thought the Gloria Region was a bit stupid before. I sort of just threw all my ideas at the wall and see what stuck. But I've looked back on this region, and I've realised that I love it. Like, there are so many ideas to be expanded upon. I had the right ideas, but I just need to develop it further. And that's what I'm doing today, by creating some brand new ice types. Because I went through all the Pokemon I've made so far, to try and make sure we have a balance of good types. And one of the types that is severely lacking is ice. So, I don't want to keep you waiting any longer. Let's just get started. To start off, we've got Snowpapard, an ice normal type Pokemon. Since we were also missing quite a few normal types. The Snow Leopard Pokemon. Its name comes from Snow and Serpapard. Now, I like this Pokemon because it comes from one of my favourite mythological creatures. And if you already know it at this point, give yourself a pat on the back. So, it's based on snow leopards, as you can probably not see, I'll be honest. I quite like the ice horns, and I do think it's, like, fitting of being based on a mythological creature, because it itself looks like, not a powerful Pokemon, but a rare one, like a Doduo Dodrio. A Pokemon you rarely find that's just a nice addition to your team. I really like the colours on this one. It's unusual for an ice type, and like, diversity is the one thing that makes Pokemon fun. So, who cares if an ice type isn't white, or a poison type isn't purple? Not all Pokemon's colours have to show off their type. However, Snowpapard evolves, and you're just gonna have to see me out on this one, because it's quite the weird evolution. Because it evolves into Mammopard. Also ice normal type, but it's a Snow Grootslang Pokemon. Its name comes from Mammoth and Serpapard. So, as I'm sure you've guessed, yes, this line is based on the mythological creature, the Serpapard, which is a mix between a, leopard and a snake. Now, I really like this, but you may be wondering, why on earth is it an elephant? But that's because of the Grootslang. Because this Pokemon is the Snow Grootslang Pokemon, which is a snake-elephant mix from mythology. Now, I quite like the idea of combining these two, but something I also like is the icy horns on Snowpapard becoming these tusks on Mammopard. Now, as you guys probably saw in the title, I'm also revealing the Gloria Region map today. And that's another one of the reasons this video took so long to come out. Because that map has taken ages. And one of the main locations is an icy area. So this is why I'm making this video. Now, I really like how all the animals it's based on sort of flow through the design. Like, the elephant, the cobra hood sort of looks like elephant ears. So you sort of go through elephant to cobra, and then the front legs are the cat, and then the back legs are the elephant, and it goes back up into a cobra. It's just got some nice, flow between them. It's also got leopard spots, because I feel like it wasn't really showing enough of the snow leopard inspiration. However, I must say, how have we not got a mammoth Pokemon with icy tusks? We've got an ice type, well, mammoth Pokemon, but it could also work as an elephant Pokemon in Mammoslime, and I feel like we just need an elephant Pokemon with, rocky or icy tusks. Even crystal tusks, that'd be cool. Just came up with that on the spot, and I absolutely love it. However, this is the shinies. Now, I feel like in these shinies, I really had to show off, yes, they are snow leopards. However, I also think the colour combo works really well on Mammopard, because it sort of looks like an albino creature, especially with the red eyes. I like both of these, And I think these shinies really show off how cool they are. Because if I was going to play through this region, I would probably have these Pokemon on my team. However, we've got another ice type, don't you worry, and that is Narod. It's an ice electric type, since another type we were missing, and I would say and we were missing it just as much as ice, was electric. This is the Lightning Rod Pokemon. Its name comes from Narwhal and Rod. Now, as you probably could have guessed, this is a Narwhal Pokemon, which is like the whales with the sort of unicorn horns. And instead of a unicorn horn, it's got a lightning rod. Now, I see this Pokemon a bit like the Dhelmise of my region. Like, the Ice Electric type works, but it could also be so many other types, like water or steel. But I think an ability that abilities that show off the water or steel type, like, I don't know, Torrent, would be a cool way to sort of tie all the inspirations together. This is a really simple Pokemon, but I don't think it needed to be complicated. Another one with unusual colours for an ice type. Well, not that unusual, but very unusual for an electric type. But overall, I just think that these Pokemon really show off the diversity of our region here. And here's the shiny. Turns purple like a lot of water-type shinies, which I think is another way to tie it in, like think Kyogre and stuff. And so, I'm glad you could see the new Pokemon. Now let's get on to the region map that took me 8 months to create. Hey guys, Mechanite here. And I know you've been waiting for it. Here's the map of the Gloria region. Let's just get into it, because we've got a lot to cover. If you guys didn't know, this region was created by the two legendaries in a great battle that lasted like years non-stop. So we're going to see a bit of that. And if you're wondering what these magenta dots are, that's marking where gyms are. So we got 8 gyms across the map, obviously. So let's start. You start in this town, which is big on their festivals. It might be a city, but this fountain, this lake, is said to be where the legendary Pokemon Humzapara rests. However, it's also got the circus to fit with the festival gym. Festival theme, not gym, but it is a gym. And then, to start your adventure, you go into this forest over here, which leads into two areas. One, which is a watery swamp, just absolutely covered head to toe, just drenched in water and roots and mud. And then this part, which is a bit of like a coarse desert area. However, up to the top, we've got this small town, and this is where you boat across to some of the other islands. This includes the Victory Road, which is half jungle, but you have to go up into the canopy and then hop down and stuff, and half just area with rocks, so you get to choose between them. But you need to have 4 badges to be allowed to take the boat, which gets you to this town. But then you can also go to this gym. This Victory Road leads you to where you will fight the Elite Four and Champion. They've got a gun on the roof to protect the region from the legendaries, since they're still causing an amount of chaos to this day. Here we've got this area, covered in bones and skulls. This is said to be where some old legendary Pokemon that helped the main legendaries rule the region rest. It is just covered head to toe in mountains and stuff. However, then you get into this savannah, which at the very bottom is a cafe, which is another gym. Now, you might see this and wonder what it is. This is a wall, blocking off the rest of it. It's said to have been made by the people to protect them from the legendaries years ago. Up here, we've got this sort of town. This town is like big on where you will learn the lore of Muskulu and Humzapara. That's why this library here is the gym of the town. This leads you down into this snowy area. Literally a snowy wasteland, like trees sparse. However, there's also this unique cave here. Maybe there's something special about it. I don't know. However, this leads into 2 areas. another desert area. However, this desert area's a bit more like sandy and dunes rather than like the rocky passes of the other one. And in this town, we've got a medieval-looking town. Nothing special about it, just another town. Not every town has to have a gym. However, if we go down here, it's an electrically charged area, charged by Humzapara. So the spirits of the legendaries still live on in this region. For example, these snowy areas here. This is Muskilu's areas. However, this electrically charged area and the watery swamp, those are Humzapara's areas. Both of their unique natures fueled by the legendary spirits. And this is like a mushroom field, even if it's electrically charged. And then down here, we get a pirate ship with another one of the gyms, which is quite unique. Now, over here, we've got a beach with a nice little beach house over there. Probably some lore to come from that. I've still not settled, like, the lore or anything yet. This is just the map. But as you guys can tell, there's a massive mountain range blocking off, well, what would basically be another region. We're not doing the Johto thing. We're not giving you two games here. And here is the Frozen Castle, which was created by a group of people who wanted to destroy Humzapara because they believed Muskilu was the more protective legendary. Now, around it, this snowy wasteland. However, also, up here, we've got another savannah area. Very small, very few people living there. Very, just a small settlement. Kind of like those tribes you find in the Amazon rainforest. However, we've got a cave here that takes you up the Spiral Mountain, which is where another gym is. And this is one of the areas that was created by the constant battles between Humzapara and Muskilu. It was forged out of, like, the battles. They, I don't know, punched the ground and disappeared. However, we've then got this rocky area to the side of it, covered in, like, trees, and then this rocky beach as well. Over here, we have got, like, the only mega city of the region. Like, big city. However, the city is kind of at odds with the tribe with how close they are. The tribe don't like the city, and the city wants to colonise the tribe. Well, they're surrounded by this field, which is purple grass and is littered with gravestones. And that's said to be where the dead legendaries rest. That's where their souls are. That's why you find so many ghost Pokemon. But it's not been confirmed that the legendaries are dead. And up here we've got this farming area. Nice, like, crop field and stuff you would find. Just a very, like, fielded area. Not many trees. Just some big fields of lots of Pokemon. And up here is the final gym. A nice little farmhouse up there. Now, I really like this region. I've already got some of the gym leaders sorted out. Not all of them, though. So, to recap the gyms, we've got this water-type gym, which is like a circus. We've got up here this ghost-type gym, which is in the ruins in this desert. Over here, we've got this fire-type gym, which is a cafe. Over here on the pirate ship, we've got a dark-type gym or steel-type gym. To be honest, I've still not decided between them, so leave your ideas in the comments for which one it should be. Up here, in the library, this is another one I ain't fully decided on. I'm thinking between rock or normal, although I'm sliding towards rock. Over here, on top of Spiral Mountain, we've got a flying gym leader. In the Frozen Castle, I feel like this is obvious. We've got an ice-type gym leader. And up in the farmhouse, another one I haven't really decided. I'm thinking grass, but I could also settle on it being a ground gym. So, as you can tell, my plans for this region are big. I mean, we've got so many, like, settlements. I've got so much, like, lore to flesh out, I'll be honest. Like, between all the settlements, I've just got a lot of ideas for them. So, if you want to see more, leave a like, subscribe, because the Gloria region is making its grand return. And I think this was the perfect way to get back into it.